Greetings and welcome back once again to Big Bacon's Countdown to May the 4th. This is day number 6 of our countdown, where each day we're unboxing a figure. Today we're looking at the Star Wars Black Series from the Mandalorian X Woves. Now by the time this comes out, most people who've wanted to see Season 3 have seen it. So when I got this guy, it was just kind of He appeared for a couple minutes in one episode in Season 2, big deal. Now, much happier to have him in my collection. Boy really stepped up in Season 3. As always, we're going to look at the packaging, we're going to bust him out, and look at him in this little plastic prison, the carbonite shell, if you will. Then we're going to bust him loose from there, check out his accessories, check him out, look at his articulation, gear him up, and get him up on the shelf. So, traditional packaging, which means we have the light window up top. And once again, for those who've not seen one of these episodes where I've done this, the reason for the light window is quite simple. If you have power, it allows any overhead lighting in the store or on your display to shine through and highlight the figure. How great is that? Okay, so this side we have an extended window in the Star Wars logo. This side we have the mural art along with the name. Star Wars The Black Series. The Mandalorian X Woves. Do not choke on this. A look at the figure through the plastic window. Down here we have stupid script. Back here, a lot more stupid script, but sadly not the end of it. Number 25 of the Mandalorian line. Another look at that mural art. And then a brief blurb about the character. So what do you say we take this moment and find the rest of the stupid script? I have enough figures. You can never have enough stupid script piled up in your house. Oh, I found it! More stupid script. Pull him out. If only I'd learned to do that earlier, I wouldn't have 4 kids. The carbonite shell. The plastic prison. And here we have them. Only one piece of tape holding anything in. So, what do you say we get the accessories out? Be careful because the viewfinder on this helmet is pushed through the plastic. And the helmet is severely smashed. My God, look at how tightly that thing is crushed. Luckily, it's soft enough that just a little bit of pressure gets it back to almost normal. Really going to see how it's shaped when it tries to go on his head later. Oh, magic! Alright, so what do you say we, as always, start with the accessories and move on from there. So, starting with the jetpack, we have the male style, larger than the female one. This is basically, and honestly, I don't even think it's a repaint. I think this might just be a straight re-release of the Death Watch Mandalorian jetpack. Triple peg system in the back. We do have some articulation here at the thrusters. They swing up and down, but not out. So, and I still find it funny that so many of them have that gap. The original backpack for the Boba Fett was supposed to have a spring-launching missile. You put it in the top, it stuck out the bottom. You kind of, the end of the missile actually stuck out the bottom of the jetpack, and I think they sculpted that in as kind of an homage, a secret little nod to the original. We have the helmet. Okay. The visor's painted in there quite nicely. Got some silver scuffing along it. The painted circle around the top has some weathering damage lines to it. Everything's kind of still a little out of shape. But the paint seems to be on there quite well. Not noticing any major issues. Helmet itself even has a couple of, I don't even know if that's a mold imperfection from it being bent or if it's meant to be there. Those two on the front are meant to be there. And then he's got a Mandalorian pistol. Now this pistol has been released so many times with every Mandalorian. Difference being this time they've painted it. It's black with silver on the grip and silver just underneath the barrel area. Up there where the pistol grip meets the actual blaster, it looks a little undefined as far as paint line, but still nice looking. Let's look at the figure real quick, shall we? Okay, initially, I wasn't really seeing it. Certain angles, it's much more, looks much more like the actor kind of angled on than it does straight on. Eyes are painted in there perfectly. Got this nice 5 o'clock shadow thing going on. A little bit of either bruising or dirt on his face. Hair is sculpted and painted pretty well. A little high around the ears. This side not so bad. So he's got a two-tone bodysuit. A darker gray for the bulk of the suit. And then a lighter gray underneath his chest armor. Much more visible from the back. Okay. Shoulder armoring. The paint is not quite all the way to the edges. Especially up here along the collar line. Same is true on the back. Shoulder pauldrons have slight scuffing paint on them. Chest armor also has some silver paint areas. He's got a leather hang down in the front that attaches to the belt. So it is an independent piece. It's just tucked up underneath this overlay, which is great engineering. The belt does come down to a fixed holster on his leg, the strap for which runs underneath the thigh plate. Thigh plates have some damage paint to them. Knee pads are looking quite pristine. And then these boots. I love these boots. Leather texturing on them. Even has seam lining for attaching to the soles. This side has a couple canisters on the cuff. This one's bare. Black gloves on the hands with the armored plate on the back. Gauntlets don't really have that paint defect look. I think they tried giving it a little bit of dirt look on this side though. Kind of hard to tell. They did paint in the buttons here. Buckle is painted in. Now the snaps or buttons are painted. Articulation head is on a double dumbbell, so it only looks up that far. You don't get like flight pack up. Looking down, he looks down pretty good, and that's because the bottom of the neck is also articulated. So he will walk like an Egyptian. Okay. The shoulder armor is attached underneath the peg. It's soft rubber, so it will come up to 90. You can rotate all the way around. Although, because of how it's engineered, it's designed to go with it. But if it doesn't, just adjust it when you come back down. Single jointed elbow comes up right about 90. Rotation at the elbow. Rotation underneath the gauntlet. Hands rotate. Left hand has a horizontal hinge. Right hand has a vertical hinge. Bless you, Hasbro. Mid-torso cut allows for rotation. A little bit of lean back. And like I said, this tucks under, so it kind of covers this entire area as it moves. Doesn't bend forward all that much. Great tilt. Leg hinges out that far. Kicks forward pretty good. This hang down will actually shift and move upward as you lift the leg. Bring it back down, just push the belt back down. Thigh cut underneath the, well, not underneath the armor, you can see it, but it runs underneath the top of that pad. Single jointed knee comes up to 90. Rotation at the knee. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. So, pushing this in, just make sure you line up all the holes in the back. Try his helmet out on him. Covers the head nicely. You don't have the chin sticking out like you do on some Mandalorian figures. Come on, fam. Hands are really soft rubber. So with a little bit of work, you can get the pistol in place. The helmet is a little loose on the head. And there you have them. Now, just so you know, this guy is just a heavily repainted Death Watch Mandalorian. Difference being the belt attachment. Even down on the boots, you can see the same canisters, same wrinkles in the pants, same armor shape, same gauntlet attachments. It's all the same. So, what do you say we put him up on a shelf? Alright, and here we go. I'll probably adjust his pose later on. If I put him up there with Bo and Casca, it makes sense that they all are posed similar. I'm just not as enthused with his face sculpt as I am with theirs. So once again, thanks for tuning in, and be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time.